I'm just reflecting about my own journey. I'm a mother of 5. Having had 5 children, we're raising 2, and 3 are in heaven. At the time when those children went to heaven, it was tough. I didn't think I could survive that. The pain, the heartbreak, the loss of hope. But with the help of a spiritual director, husband, friends, therapists, I was able to come out on the other end. And hopefully to give hope to those of you who feel you're not a mother. Let me define who a mother is. A mother is not someone who has birthed children from their womb. I think birthing, helping others grow from the natural heart is the true motherhood. I know of many mothers who have birthed children, but for whatever reason, many times because of their own trauma, are unable to nurture those children. So today I want to speak to every woman who has been a mentor, a godmother, a coach, who has helped someone else find light, find hope, despite the darkness that was around them. Sometimes you can even be a mothering figure to someone older than you. That has happened to me many times. That has been an absolute honor and privilege. I also want to speak very specially to mothers who have lost their children, who have buried their children, who have not held their children because their children passed on, went to heaven before they were even born. You are still a mother. Even with those tears you may be feeling, you are still a mother. Remember that if you believe in the communion of saints and the fact that we are all interconnected, a child goes ahead of you into heaven. Really, they are praying for you, and you can pray for them also. I know it's not easy. I've been there 3 times, so I know. But I also recognize that tears are prayers that are not said. And I find that tears cried in pain and anguish make such a world of a difference as a form of prayer. But let me be a bit hopeful. This is the year of hope. And I want to talk a little bit about the power of a mother. We used to be told if your mother looks at you like this, you're in trouble, isn't it? The slipper is going to follow. It's true. Even the power of a mother's eye. I remember my mom keeps saying that she has eyes behind. She can see what's going on even when we're not there. And we become our mothers. I also tell my children that I can see way before even you do that thing. And they're like, how can you see? How can you see? Because there's something about a mother's spirit. I want to call to each and every one of you, women who have a nurturing heart. You are mothers. May you use your powers in a couple of ways. 1, the power of prayer. I have found, and I think there's a book, The Power of a Praying Mother, that mothers' prayers are so powerful. There is nothing like a mother putting her hand on a child, saying her name, the name of the child in the prayer, because those prayers actually guard those children from evil, from temptation, just by virtue of saying what it is that you're praying for that child. For that mother, for each and every one of you, may you never forget the power of prayer. The second, the power of presence. Being not distracted, being fully focused, looking at that child. And I'm using the word child metaphorically. It could be your child, or it could also be that mentee, that person who's your friend, paying keen attention to what it is they're saying and not saying. Finding ways to help them get through the turbulence that they're going through. You see, that power of presence cannot be erased. In a world that is so distracted, in a world that in many ways people feel invisible and not heard, mothers, women out there, my sisters, may you choose not to let distraction get in the way. Put away the phone. Focus on the person you're speaking to. Focus on that child. Focus on that mentee. Focus and give them the power of attention. In our programs at Rise School, I say the highest fee you will ever pay is not the dollars, it's paying attention. And I have found in a distracted world, those who pay attention will go much farther. So as we get into this Mother's Month, I want to say that a mother is powerful beyond measure. Between your presence and your prayer, your example and everything else you do will nurture this generation and the next. May we never be the mothers who terminate life in one way or the other, physically and figuratively. May our words breathe life into others and not death. May we be the kind of mothers that when people have passed through our hands, they look back and say, in that season, she was my mother. She was my beacon of hope. She was the one who prayed for me, cried with me, hugged me, listened to me, but also said, you know what, girl? You know what, young man? It is time to stop crying. It's time to rise despite what you've been through. May you have a blessed, powerful, prayerful, present Mother's Month.